So welcome. This is a video based on integral calculus past paper questions. Question number 46. A function f satisfies f of 0 equals to ln 2 and f of 1 equals to 0 and second derivative is given. Then find f of x. So now what is that am I doing it is I am going to do the integral of the second derivative. So whenever I do the integral of the second derivative, it gives me the first derivative. So I am going to find the integral of second derivative. So integral of it is 40 x power 2 upon 3 x plus 1 whole power minus 2. 40 x power 2 upon 3 plus x plus 1 whole power negative 2. I am going to find the integral of this one. So what does that becomes? 40 x power 5 upon 3 upon 5 upon 3 plus x plus 1 whole to the power of negative 1 upon negative 1 plus a constant a. So what am I going to get this one? 120 upon 5 is 24 x power 5 upon 3 minus 1 upon x plus 1 plus a. So this is going to be the first derivative. Now further, when I do the integral of the first derivative, it becomes the function f of x. So I'm going to do the first derivative of integral of the first derivative. It becomes f of x. F of x equals to 24x power 8 upon 3 upon 8 upon 3. This is ln x plus 1 and a integral is ax plus another constant b. So what will be f of x now becomes? F of x equals to 9 x power 8 upon 3 minus ln of x plus 1 plus ax plus b. Now what has been given in the question? F of 0 is ln 2 and f of 1 is 0. F of 0 is ln 2. So I use that one. F of 0 equals to ln 2. So when I plug in 0, I should get ln 2. 0 equals to, this is 0 minus ln 1 plus 0x plus b. So what do I get it out from there? B value as ln 2. Now I use another condition. What is the other condition? F of 1 is 0. F of 1 equals to 0. So 0 equals to 9 times 1 power 8 upon 3 minus ln of 1 plus 1 plus a times of 1 plus ln 2, because b value was ln 2. So 0 equals to 9 minus ln 2 plus a plus ln 2. So ln 2 cancels. So a equals to nothing but what? Negative 9. So what will be my f of x then? My f of x is going to be 9 x power 8 upon 3 minus ln of x plus 1 minus 9x plus b. b is ln 2. This is going to be the answer for question number 46. Now coming to question number 47. So in this question number 47, what is that? The distance is in meters, time in seconds. He gave that acceleration, one function has been given, minus 2t square plus 13t minus 15. T lies between 0 and 6. Then what is being asked? Find the values of t when the particle's acceleration is 0. So acceleration equals to 0 means negative 2t square plus 13t minus 15 equals to 0. Use the GDC. You should be able to get it out. T value as 1.5 seconds and 5 seconds. Next, part B. Hence or otherwise, find all the possible values of t for which the velocity is increasing. So again, use the GDC. You can see that if the graph is increasing between 1.5 and 5. Next is part C. The particle's initial velocity is 7. Find an expression of velocity of p at times t. So whenever I do the integral of this one, I'll be going to get it out the velocity. Integral of acceleration is the velocity. So integral of negative 2t square plus 13t minus 15 dt is going to be the velocity. So which is negative 2t cube upon 3 plus 13t square upon 2 minus 15t plus c. Now initial velocity is 0, be 7, means at 0 it's going to be 7. So 7 equals to, it becomes 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus c. So I'll get it out, c value as 7. So what is the formula for the velocity at t? Is minus 2t cubed by 3 plus 13t square upon 2 minus 15t plus 7. Lastly, part D, find the total distance traveled when its velocity is decreasing. So now we came to know that it was increasing from the GDC 1.5 to 5. So from 0 to 1.5 it is decreasing, and 5 to 6 also it is decreasing. So I have to use it out 2 times. So part D, so distance equals to 0 to 1.5, it is decreasing. Velocity of t, absolute value, because it's going to be positive. Similarly, 5 to 6 also, absolute value of t dt. So use the GDC and you should be able to get that answer as 13.6 meters. That's going to be the answer for question number 47. Now coming to question number 48. What is the question? Now find the displacement of P after 4 seconds. Now the displacement of P from a fixed point O is 2 meters. So already it is starting at 2 meters. So distance should be equals to 2 plus. Find the integral, because the velocity function is given. Find the integral of that one. It's going to be the distance. From where to where? From 0 to 4 seconds. What is this? 2 sine t minus cos phi t plus 0.1 dt. Use the GDC. This value is 3.52. 2 plus 3.52 is 5.52 meters. Next, what is he asking? Find the second time of t when the particle is at rest. Particle is at rest means nothing but what? Velocity at t should be equals to 0. So which is 2 sine t minus cos phi t plus 0.1 should be equals to 0. Use GDC again wherever it is finding the roots. Find the roots. Then of this graph, you should be getting it out, t approximately equal to 3.38 seconds using GDC. Then part C, write down the number of times P changes its direction. When it will be changing its direction? Whenever the velocity is becoming 0. So when is the velocity becoming 0? At one time over here, one time over here. So how many times? 2 times. So whenever the velocity is becoming 0, it changes its direction. Then part D. Write down the number of times P is neither accelerating nor decelerating. So neither accelerating nor decelerating means the derivative should be equals to 0. It implies acceleration should be equals to 0. So when is that? You can see that 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, and 6 times. So totally the derivative of that graph should be equals to 0, means acceleration equals to 0. So it is how many times over there? 6 times it is there. Find the maximum distance of P from O during 0 to 4. Justify your answer. So 0 to 4 seconds. Now he is asking us to find it out the maximum distance from origin from 0 to 4 seconds. So what am I going to do? That we can see that the integral is maximum when velocity graph crosses the t-axis for the second time. When it will cross the t-axis at the second time, because if I erase all this part is negative. So I have to calculate only from 0 to this part. From 0 to this part you can check it out from the calculator. It is 3.38 seconds. Or we have already done it out over here. It is velocity 0 again at 3.38 seconds. Because after that it is coming in the backward direction. So the displacement is maximum from 0 to 3.38 seconds. So you have to justify that reason. So the reason is because after 3.38 seconds it is going in the negative direction, means it is coming backwards. So therefore the distance will be maximum up to only 3.38 seconds. So I have to do 0 to 3.38, not 0 to 4. So that you have to be very much careful about that. Now 2 plus integral 0 to 3.38 velocity of t is 2 sine t minus cos phi t plus 0.1 dt. Simplify that. You can use the calculator GDC to get that answer, which is approximately equal to 6.47 meters. Use the GDC to get that answer. That completes question number 48. Coming to question number 49. Consider the function. The following diagram is the function of y equal to f of x. Find the x coordinates of a and b. How do I find the x coordinates of a and b? Wherever f of x equals to 0. F of x should be equals to 0, means 12 minus 12 sine x equals to 0. This is a non-calculator based question, so you have to do it at sine x equals to 1. When will be sine x equals to 1? At 90 degrees. Then again 90 plus 2 pi. 2 pi, what does it becomes? 5 pi by 2. So one full circle, 90 and 5 pi by 2, it is going to be, what this is, 1. So this is A and this is B. Now coming to the next question, show that the area of the shaded region is 24 pi. So we know that the shaded region is between pi by 2 and 5 pi by 2. Pi by 2 and 5 pi by 2. What is that? 12 minus 12 sine x dx. Because this is a non-calculator based question, you have to do the integral 12x. Then minus 12 sine x integral is positive 12 cos x. From pi upon 2 to 5 pi by 2. Now plug in the values. You are going to get it out 12 times 5 pi by 2 plus 12 times cos 5 pi by 2 minus 12 times pi by 2 plus 12 times cos pi by 2. Simplify that, which becomes 30 pi plus 0 minus 6 pi plus 0. So answer is going to be 24 pi. Next part C. The following right cone has a total surface area 24 pi equal to the shaded area. The cone has a base radius of 3 and height of h and slant height L. Find the value of L, find the volume of the cone. So cone's total surface area is nothing but what? 24 pi. So total surface area of a cone formula is nothing but what? Pi RL plus pi R square should be equals to 24 pi. So radius is how much he has given? 3, and L we don't know. Pi times 3 square equals to 24 pi. So what I can do? Pi and pi gets cancelled. So 3L plus 9 equals to 24. 3L equals to 15. L equals to 5. What has been asked? He is asking us to find the volume. So we know that by Pythagoras theorem, h square plus r square equals to L square. This is a cone. Then we know this is the radius r and this is the height h and this is L. So Pythagoras theorem, h square plus r square equals to L square. H square plus 9 equals to 5 square. So h square equals to 16. So from there I get h value equals to 4. So therefore what's going to be the volume? Volume is 1 upon 3 pi r square h. So 1 upon 3 pi r square is 3 square, h is 4, which is going to be 12 pi units cube. So don't forget to write units cube. That is question number 49. Now come to question number 50. Now in question number 50, what is being asked? F of x is ln x has been given and g of x has been given. What is he asking? The graph G is obtained from the graph F by two transformations. A vertical stretch by a scale factor Q and a transformation and a translation of h comma k. And a translation of h and k. Write down the values of q, h and k. So what is happening over here? Now f of x equals to ln x and g of x is equal to 2 plus 3 ln x minus 6. So f of x equals to ln x and g of x equals to 2 plus 3 ln x minus 1. So what is happening? we have to find it out the values of graph G is obtained. How it is obtained? By two transformation: vertical stretch for a scale factor Q, and then transformation of H comma K. So what is the thing is, these two numbers, 2 2 is always the number which is outside, represent is it going up or down. If at all it is positive, up; if at all it is negative, down. So therefore my H comma K, it is H comma K, it is X comma Y. So K value is going to be nothing but what? 2. Now this number inside, -1, it indicates either it is left side or right side. If it is left side, I am going to use it out plus, and if it is right side, I am going to use it out minus. Now therefore what is the case over here? X minus 1. X minus 1 means it is moving right side by 1 unit. So it is going to be 1 comma 2. So remember, on the right side means I am going to use minus, opposite symbol. Basically right side is positive, but when you are writing over here, you should take right side as the negative. So -1 means it is moving 1 unit right side. So if at all it is X plus 3 means it is moving 3 units left side. And similarly, if at all it is X minus 7 means it is moving 7 units right side. So therefore 3 units left side. So what I can write, 3 units left side means basically I'll write -3. 7 units right side means what I'll be writing it as +7. Now over here -1 means it is moving right 1 unit. So therefore H is going to be 1. So H is 1 and K is 2. Let me go once again in detail. This is somewhat confusing. Therefore, let us try to understand in a much more better way. So outside numbers, remember, outside numbers always does indicate up or down. So up means positive, down means negative. And it is written as X comma Y. So over here, Y value is, or K value is 2. Now inside number indicates left side or right side. If at all it is X minus 3 means it is moving right side, 3 units plus 3. And if at all it is X plus 4 means it is moving 4 units left side, means -4. Always opposite symbol. So over here X minus 1 means it is moving 1 unit right side. So X is 1. So from there we can get H equals to 1, K equals to 2. And this number 3 indicates the stretch factor. So Q equals to nothing but what? 3. So that's going to be the answer. Q is 3, H is 1, K is 2. Next, H of x equals to G of x times cos of 0.1x, and x lies between 1 to 8. The following diagram shows the graph of H and line y equals to x. Find this one, H of x minus x dx from 2.02 to 5.57. So what is that? I add a page over there. I do integral of 2.02 to 5.57 h of x minus x d of x. So which becomes 2.02 to 5.57 h of x. H of x is 2 plus 3 ln of x minus 1 ln of x minus 1 times, because he has given that h of x is g of x times cos 0.1x. So I'm multiplying this one with cos 0.1x, then minus x, then total dx. Then use the GDC, you should be getting it out 2.28 as the answer. Next part, hence find the area of the region enclosed by the curves H and H inverse. He's asking us to find it out, the area of the curve between H and H inverse. We know that H inverse will be what it is, they will be approximately in this way. So we have found it out. This part is 2.28. So the remaining part also, because they are symmetrical along y equals to x. That is a property we need to know. H and H inverse are symmetrical along y equals to x. So the total area between H and H inverse will be nothing but how much? 2 times of 2.28. 2 times of 2.28 is 4.56. Last one, let d be the vertical distance from the point on the graph of H equals to on the graph H to the line y equal to x. There is a point q x comma y on the graph H where d is maximum. Find the coordinates of q where x lies between 2 to 5.57. Now what am I going to do that one? D equals to h of x minus x. So distance is h of x minus x. So what am I going to do that one? H of x. What is h of x? 2 plus 3 ln of x minus 1 times cos 0.1 x minus x. Then I want to find it out the maximum one. So we can get the value of GDC from the GDC. What is this? 3.44. X value is going to be 3.44. So h of 3.44. Find h of 3.44. I'll be getting it at 4.40. So Q is 3.44 comma 4.40. Once again, what is he asking us to find it out over here? There is a point Q on the graph H where D is maximum. So draw the graph using the GDC and find the maximum point. Directly you can find it out, or you can just first find x value and plug in that x value in the function. Then automatically you'll be getting it out 4.40. That's going to be the answer. Now coming to question number 51. Consider the ellipse. Find the equation of the normal. To find the equation of a normal, first of all, I have to find the derivative. X square derivative is 2x. This will become 6y dy upon dx equals to 0 at point 3, 1. So 6 plus 6 dy by dx equals to 0. So dy by dx equals to nothing but how much? Negative 1. That is the slope of the tangent. So that's the slope of tangent. But I require slope of the normal. So what should I do to find the slope of the normal? Reciprocal and change the symbol. So it's going to be 1. Now once I know, then equation is y equals to mx plus c. So 1 equals to 1 times 3 plus c. So c equals to negative 2. So what is the equation? Y equals to x minus 2. Next, what is he asking? Find the volume of the solid formed when the region is bound by the ellipse, the x-axis and y-axis, and is rotated 2 pi along y-axis. It is rotated 2 pi along y-axis. So what am I going to do? Volume equals to, whenever rotated along y-axis, is 0 to 2 pi integral x square dy. This is the easiest method, pi x square dy, whenever it is rotated along y-axis, because this will be the graph from 0, and you need to know this point. How do I know that point? This point is root 12. How do I get that root 12? We know that x square plus 3y square equals to 12. So y is 0. So x square equals to 12. X equals to root 12. This part is rotated along y-axis. So 0 to 0 to 2 pi x square dy. So what does that becomes? Pi 0 to 2. Because it is rotated along y-axis, so I should be taking the limits of y. 0 to 2 x square. What is x square? 12 minus 3y square dy. Use the GDC. You should be able to get it out 16 pi as the answer. So this is rotated along y-axis. You can use the shell method also, or you can use this what is this, disk method also. In both the methods will give you the same answer. Now next question number 52. Show that cos theta is 3 upon 4. So we know that sum of all probabilities is 1. That is a basic thing. So 2 cos 2 theta plus cos theta equals to 1. Cos 2 theta from formula booklet, 2 cos square theta minus 1 plus cos theta equals to 1. So it becomes 4 cos square theta minus 2 plus cos theta minus 1 equals to 0. So what does that becomes now? 4 cos square theta plus cos theta minus 3 equals to 0. Then factorize it out, it becomes cos theta plus 1 times 4 cos theta minus 3 equals to 0. Cos theta equals to -1 and cos theta equals to 3 upon 4. But in the question he clearly gave that cos theta is one of the probability. Probability cannot be negative. So therefore this is rejected. Only cos theta equals to 3 upon 4. Next, what else is telling? Find tan theta given that tan theta is positive. So we know that cos theta is 3 upon 4. So sin theta will be square root of 1 minus cos square theta. So which is square root of 1 minus 9 upon 16, which is nothing but what? Root 7 upon 4. So now tan theta will be sin theta upon cos theta. So which is root 7 upon 4 divided by 3 upon 4, which is root 7 upon 3. Then f of x is 1 upon cos x. The graph of f of x at theta between x equals to theta and x equals to pi by 4 is rotated along x-axis. Find the volume of the solid. So I quickly add a page over there. Volume of the solid. So found along x-axis pi y square dx from 0 to 7. So it becomes pi or theta to, what are the values is given? Theta to pi by 4. Not 7, theta to pi by 4. So I am going to write it as theta to pi upon 4. So pi x equals to theta to pi upon 4. Pi upon 4 y square. What was y square? It is 1 upon cos square, because y is 1 upon cos. So y square is 1 upon cos square. So what does it becomes? Pi theta to pi upon 4 secant square dx. What is the integral of secant square x? Tan x. So pi tan x from 0 to pi upon 4. So pi tan pi by 4 minus tan theta. Tan pi by 4 is 1. Tan theta is root 7 upon 3. Just now we have calculated. So answer is pi minus pi root 7 upon 3. This is going to be the answer. Next, question number 53. So question number 53. Consider the function with the domain x lies between a to b. The following diagram shows the graph of f prime x, the derivative of f. Find the values of x where f of x is increasing. Justify your answer. So f is increasing means nothing but what? F prime x should be positive. Where it is positive, you can see that it is an interval where it is positive. From the derivative is positive between these 2 points, so 0 to s. So in the interval 0, s. Next one, find the value of x where the graph has a local minimum value. Local minimum value means where is it is having a local minimum value, when the function is changing from decreasing to increasing. Local minimum value means it should change from decreasing to increasing. This point is called as local minimum. So when it is changing from decreasing to increasing. So we can see that see the graph where the derivative is changing from decreasing to increasing. Because, and if at all it is increasing to decreasing means it is going to be nothing but what? Maximum. Increasing to decreasing is maximum, and decreasing to increasing is, this is decreasing and this is increasing, this is increasing and this is decreasing. So I want to check it out. So you can see that this one is negative, means decreasing, and over here it is positive, it is increasing. So therefore at x equals to 0. Part C obviously last when it is having a local maximum. Local maximum, just now we have learned local maximum means from positive to negative. So over here it was positive and over here it was negative. So at x equals to s. At x equals to s. Then find the values of x where the graph has a points of inflection. Justify your answer. Points of inflection. What is the meaning of points of inflection? What is this? The second derivative should be equals to 0. Second derivative should be equals to 0. So the maximum points or the minimum points of this graph. So you can see that over at P it is 0, at Q it is 0, and moreover at R equals to 0. So x equals to P, x equals to Q, x equals to R. Then point mark part E, the total area of the region by the graph f prime and x-axis. X equals to P and x equal to S is 25. F of P plus F of S is 13. Find F of 0. So, total area. Let me do it in a fresh page. Total area. Area from P to S equals of absolute value of F of X. Because total area I told is absolute value. Negative area plus positive area. So, we can see that from P to 0 it was negative. So we'll make negative of that one, and 0 to s it is positive. So add it out these two. So when I find the integral of f prime, it will become f of x from p to 0 and f of x from 0 to s. Now plug in minus f of 0, minus of minus plus f of p, then plus f of s minus f of 0. So what does it becomes? Minus 2f of 0 plus f of s plus f of p. But f of s plus f of p, how much has been given it as? 13. So, and this total area is 25. So minus 2f of 0 plus 13. So minus 2f of 0 is going to be 12. So what is f of 0 is going to be? Negative 6. That's going to be the answer. Now that completes question number 53. Now come to question number 54. So in question number 54, what is being asked? The following diagram is this equation. Then the curve at a point C is rotated 360 degrees about y-axis on the lamp side. The rectangle ABCD of a height 10 minus h is rotated 360 degrees about y-axis to form a solid ceiling fixture. The lampshade is assumed to have negligible thickness. Given that the interior volume is 6000, determine the height. So we can do volume equals to a to b pi x square dy. This will be the easiest way. So now I have to make it out x square as a subject. So x square upon 400 plus y plus 5 whole square upon 225 equals to 1. So x square upon 400 equals to 1 minus y plus 5 whole square upon 225. So x square equals to 400 times 1 minus y plus 5 whole square upon 225. So now my volume is going to be how much? Pi integral a to b x square. X square is 400. 1 minus y plus 5 whole square upon 225 dy. This volume is going to be nothing but how much? 6,000. So 6,000 equals to pi 400 pi integral what is the condition? The limits. What are the limits? 0 to h. Because a is 0, height is h. 0 to h. 1 minus y plus 5 whole square upon 225 dy. So bring that 400 pi to the other side. So integral 0 to h 1 minus y plus 5 whole square upon 225 dy equals to 6,000 divided by 400 pi. Now plug in the upper limit and the lower limit, but first of all find the integral. Y minus this will become y plus 5 whole cube upon 675 from 0 to h equals to 6,000 divided by 400 pi. So plug in the upper limit, h plus minus h plus 5 whole cube divided by 675 minus 0 minus 5 cube upon 675 equals to 6,000 divided by 400 pi. Then what does that becomes? H minus h plus 5 whole cube upon 675 equals to 6,000 by 400 pi. What is 6,000 by 400 pi? It is 15 upon pi minus 16 upon 5, or else first I try to simplify over here, plus 5 upon 27 equals to 15 upon pi. Now what am I going to do? I am going to use the GDC to draw the graph and find the point of intersection. So when I draw that one, the left side graph looks like this and the right side one is, what is this? 15 upon pi. So this point of intersection is going to be 7.445 comma 15 upon pi is going to be the point of intersection. So height of the lampshade is approximately 7.445. So therefore the height of the ceiling will be nothing but what? 10 minus h, which is 10 minus 7.445, which is nothing but what? 2.555, and in three significant figures 2.56 centimeters. That's the question number 54. Coming to question number 55. Find dy by dx for x square plus x whole to the power of 1 upon whole to the power of 3 upon 2. This is whole to the power of 3 upon 2. So f of x is given as x square plus x whole power 3 upon 2. So what is f prime x? 3 upon 2 times x square plus x whole to the power of 1 upon 2 times 2x plus 1. So what does that becomes? 3 upon 2 times of 2x plus 1 square root of x square plus x. Next, what is he asking? Find the integral of this one, part B. So integral of 2x plus 1 times square root of x square plus x dx. So we can clearly see that this is f of x and this is f prime x. So formula will be f of x whole to the power of n plus 1 upon n plus 1. So x square plus x whole to the power of 3 upon 2 upon 3 upon 2 plus c. So which becomes 2 upon 3 x square plus x whole to the power of 3 upon 2 plus c. Next, coming to part C, write down the expression for area of S. So area of S is nothing but what? Integral of upper curve minus lower curve. So, and from the point of intersection 0 and 2 is going to be the point of intersection. So, part C, integral 0 to 2 g of x is upper curve minus lower curve is f of x. Upper curve minus lower curve. Then he is asking, find the exact area of S. So integral 0 to 2, upper curve is g of x, which is 5 minus x upon 2 square root of x square plus x, minus lower curve. Lower curve is 1 upon 4 square root of x square plus x, total dx. So it becomes 0 to 2, 5 minus x upon 2 square root of x square plus x minus 1 upon 4 square root of x square plus x dx. So it becomes 0 to 2, 5 minus, if at all I try to simplify these both, it becomes 1 upon 4 common means you can write it as 2x plus 1 square root of x square plus x. So you need to get that an idea that we have to combine those both, because already we have found it out this part in the previous part, 2x plus 1 square root of x square plus x. So this will become, now what does it become? 5 integral is 5x minus 1 upon 4. This integral we have just now found it as 2 upon 3 x square plus x whole to the power of 3 upon 2 from the limits 0 to 2. You can simplify carefully and write it out, or else you can still do 5 times 2 is 10 minus 1 upon 6, 4 plus 2 whole power 3 upon 2 minus, substitute 0, 0 minus 1 upon 6, 0 power 3 upon 2. So everything becomes 0. So 10 minus root 6. This is going to be the answer. Now, coming to question number 56. Question number 56. Consider the function f of x equals to square root of 16 minus 4x square upon 7. X lies between negative 2 and positive 2. What is he asking? Find the volume of the tank when it is rotated 360 degrees. So, volume along x-axis pi integral y square. What is y square? Is nothing but what? Square of this one. Square of this one will become without square root 16 minus 4x square upon 7 from negative 2 to positive 2 dx. Use the GDC. You should be able to get that answer as 19.1 meter cube. Rainwater in the tank is used for drinking. The volume of the rainwater in the tank is given by the function g of t, and t lies between 0 to 7, where t is measured in days and g of t is measured in m cube. The rate of change of volume in the rainwater in the tank is given by g of t equals to 1.5 times 4 cos of 1.2 t square. What is being asked us to find it out? The volume of the rainwater in the tank is increasing only one. A t lies between a to b. Find the values of a and value of b. Now, what am I going to do that? B part 1, g prime t should be greater than or equal to 0 for increasing. T lies between 0 to 7. So we will take G prime T should be equals to 0. What is G prime T? 1.5 minus 4 cos of 0.12 T square should be equals to 0. So use the GDC, you should be getting it at two values to find the roots, 3.14 and 6.52 days. So this is A and this is B. During the interval A to B, the volume of the rainwater increases to by D cube. Find the value of D. So he's asking us to find the value of D. So D equals to integral of that one. 3.14 to 6.52, 1.5 minus 4 times cos of 0.12 T square dt. Find it out by GDC, it's going to be 11.1 meter cube. Next, what else is telling? When T equals to 0, the volume is 8.2. It is known that the tank is never completely full with rainwater during the 7-day period. Find the minimum volume of empty space in the tank during the 7-day period. So we know that initial volume is going to be 8.2. So volume at 0 is going to be 8.2 meter cube. Then we want to find it out the volume at 3.14. So it is starting with 8.2 plus from 0 to 3.14 seconds, 1.5 minus 4 cos of 0.12 T square dt. 0.12 T square dt. So what does that becomes? Use the GDC, 8.2 minus 6.2, which is going to be 2 meter cube. Now what is that? We found it out that volume is decreasing from 0 to 3.14. Then after that, the volume will be increasing again. After that, the volume increases by 11.1. So volume of 6.52 should be equals to 2 plus 11.1. From where I got it at 11.1? It is the maximum volume from over here. So 2 plus 11.1, which becomes 13.1. So again the volume will be decreasing from 6.52 to 7. So again volume decreases. So volume at 7 should be equals to 13.1 plus 6.52 to 7. 1.5 minus 4 cos of 0.12 T square dt. Use the GDC, 13.1 minus 0.588, which is going to be 12.512 meter cube. Then hence the minimum empty space. What should be the minimum empty space? I'll do once again, don't worry. Equals to 19.1 minus 13.1, which is going to be 6 meter cube is going to be the minimum empty space. So let's go through the entire solution once again. I know it was somewhat difficult to understand. Now, first of all, what is happening is we could able to know that the initial volume is 8.2. The initial volume is going to be nothing but how much? 8.2. So it is starting from 8.2. Then we know that between A to B, the rainwater is increasing only between A to B. And A value, what was the A value? 3.14, and B value is 6.52. So on a span of 0 to 7, 3.14 and 6.52. It is increasing between these two limits. So over here it was decreasing, over here it was decreasing, and I am starting at 8.2. So from 0 to 8.2, it went down to, it decreased by how much? 6.2. So over here it became how much? 2. Then over here it increased. Between this time it increased. By how much it is increased? 11.1. So over here it became 13.1. Then again it decreased over here. How much it has decreased? From this point, minus 0.588. So totally at over here, how much it has become? 12.512. So that is the thing that we have done it out. It started with 8.2, decreased 6.2, so it became 2. Then it increased maximum 11.1, so it became 13.1. Then it decreased minus 0.588, so it became 12.512. So now the empty space. What's going to be the empty space? The maximum is nothing but what we got it out, 19.1. And the maximum it could able to reach is nothing but what, 13.1. So the volume of the minimum empty space is going to be nothing but how much? 6 meter cube is going to be the minimum empty space. That's going to be the answer. So we need to know what's going to be the minimum empty space for that question. So we have found that the minimum empty space is 19.1 minus 13.1, which is going to be nothing but how much? 6 is going to be the 6 meter cube is going to be the minimum empty space for that question. Now come to the next question, question number 57. So what is this question number 57 says? Consider the function f of x. The line L1 y equals to x intersects the graph at a point P, and the line L2 perpendicular to L1 and a tangent to the graph intersects at point Q. Find the x-coordinate of P in 3 significant figures. So f of x equals to x. 2 ln of 24 minus 1.5x equals to x. Use the GDC. X is approximately equals to 5.51. Second part, find the exact coordinates of Q. For exact coordinates of Q, first of all we find the slope of L1. What was slope of L1? 1. L2 is perpendicular to L1, so it will be negative 1. Now we know that f prime of x should be equals to negative 1. What is f prime of x? Derivative of f of x. What is derivative of f of x? Ln f of x derivative is 1 upon 24 minus 1.5x times minus 1.5. So it is 1 upon 24 minus 1.5x times negative 1.5. And 2 is also there, should be equals to negative 1. So from there, what do I get it out? Negative 3 upon 24 minus 1.5x equals to negative 1. Use GDC to get the value of x over there. X equals to 14. So now plug in x equals to 14. So what you will be getting it out? In the equation y equals to f of x. So that is y equals to 2 ln of 24 minus 1.5 times of 14. Simplify that answer. It is going to be 2 ln 3. So what is the point? 14 comma 2 ln 3 is going to be the answer. Next, part 2, show that the equation of L2 is this one. So to find the equation of L2. So we know the slope and the tangent and the point. So y equals to mx plus c. So m is 14 comma 2 ln 3 and the gradient is negative 1. So 2 ln 3 equals to negative 14 plus c. So c equals to 14 plus 2 ln 3. So the equation is y equals to negative x plus 14 plus 2 ln 3 is going to be the answer. So Next question, question number. We have completed that question number 57, now 58. 3 more questions to end this video. Before that, we have to, what is this? The area of the shaded region in the previous diagram is enclosed by. We haven't in the part D, so we have to do the part D. Find the area of the shaded region. But part C is also there. The shaded region, as shown in the previous diagram, is enclosed by the graph F, the line L1 and L2. Find the exact coordinate where L2 intersects L1. So we have to find it out. Where does L2 intersects L1? So x equals to negative x plus 2 ln 3 plus 14. So what do I get it out? 2x equals to 2 ln 3 plus 14. So x equals to ln 3 plus 7. That is the exact x coordinate. And finally is asking find the area of the shaded region. So to find the area of the shaded region, so we can see that from (5.51), so we have to note out what is the area of the shaded region. So L1 and L2, we came to know that L1 and L2 will intersect at what point? Ln 3 plus 7. So let's draw those points on the graph. All the points what we have done it out till now. The function and x will intersect at 5.51. Y equals to x and the curve will intersect at 5.51. So we have to start from the beginning over there. So this point is going to be 5.51. Which point is this one? This point is 5.51. That is the x coordinate of P. What was P? P was a point where the line y equals to x and the graph f of x will be intersecting it out. Then L2 and this one Q. What was Q value? We have found it out. Q is nothing but what? This is Q, which is ln 3 plus 7. Now L1 and L2. L1 and L2, where do they meet L1 and L2? L1 and L2. Okay, this is dot. So let's start from the beginning once again. So because this has to be carefully done over there, so what am I doing it out? X coordinate of P. This point is P. And what was the x coordinate, or else what I will do, I'll better copy this graph and do it out neatly over here so that we know the limits. If at all we do the wrong limits, then we'll be getting a wrong answer. So therefore, let me copy it on this graph. Over here and do from the very beginning. So f of x has been given and y equals to x. This is a straight line. Where do they intersect? They intersect at P. And what is the value of P? We got it. P value we got it as, x coordinate of P we got it as 5.51. Then L2 and L2 is L1 is perpendicular. This was L1 and they are perpendicular, and at a tangent L2 is perpendicular to L1 and the tangent to the graph of f at Q. So what was Q coordinate? Exact coordinate of Q. We got that exact coordinate of Q is 2 ln 3. Q value, exact value is 14. X value, we are talking about x value is 14. So this value is 14. This value is 5.51. Now L1 and L2, where do they intersect? They intersect at ln 3 plus 7. So these are the values. Now what am I supposed to do? I am going to find the area. So from 5.51 till ln 3 plus 7, it is going to be upper curve minus lower curve, x minus f of x. Then from ln 3 plus 7 till 14, it is minus x plus the f inverse of x, 2 ln 3 plus 14 minus f of x dx. The normal minus the curve. So upper curve minus lower curve. So this time x minus f of x and the normal minus f of x, that limit should be known. So when you do by GDC, this value is going to be 4.05 and this value is going to be 7.50, which is approximately equal to 11.55 units square. That's going to be the answer. So coming to the next one, question number 58. Show that. And is that the only the answer? That's 11.55, but that's not the area of the shaded region. So we have found it out only area of this part. Now, because as such we know that what we have found it out, we have found it out between 5.51 and, let us find it out carefully over here, 5.51 and this part, and over here this part till 14. Now we know that y equals to x will be, what is this, is symmetrical. Like last time we have done it out, it is symmetrical along y equals to x. So the total area will be 2 times 11.55, which is going to be nothing but how much? 23.1 unit square. So once again, difficult to understand. I do understand over there. So what is the thing is, we found it out the region which is symmetrical along y equals to x, the shaded region. But what is he asking over here? The shaded region enclosed by the graphs f, f inverse and L2. F and f inverse and L2. So for that, what we have found it out? We have drawn the line. We have drawn the line over here, and from 5.51 to that point we have found this area plus this area. We have found it out, but what is the thing is, it is symmetrical along y equals to x. So therefore we are going to find it out twice the region, because the line will split. We know that y equals to x will split the shaded region into two equal areas. So one of that one we have found it as A, so both will be equal, so 2 times of A, so 23.1. Question number 58. Show that 3 log of x a cube equals to 3 log of x 3 log of x to the base a cube equals to log a to the base log x to the base a. So what is that? 3 log x to the base a cube equals to 3 times log x to the base a times 1 upon 3. How is that? This 1 comes to the numerator, this 3 comes to the denominator. So 3 gets cancels. We could able to get that. Next part, what is he asking? Log y to the base 2 plus log 4x squared to the base 8 plus log 2x to the base 8 equals to 0. So what am I going to do? Log y to the base 2 plus log 8x cubed to the base 8, because these two are same, equals to 0. So log y to the base 2, then plus log, this is 2x whole cube to the base 8 equals to 0. So we get 3 out. So log 2x to the base 8 equals to 0. Log 2x to the base 8. Now log y to the base 2 plus 3 times log 2x to the base 8 can be written as 2 cube equals to 0. This, there is a power 1, it comes to numerator, 3 goes to the denominator. So what does it becomes? Log y to the base 2 plus 3 times 1 upon 3 log 2x to the base 2 equals to 0. So 3 and 3 gets cancels. Both are log base 2. So what does that becomes? Log y to the base 2 equals to log 2x to the base 2 with a negative symbol. That negative symbol goes up. So log y to the base 2 equals to log 2x to the power of minus 1 to the base 2. Log base 2 gets cancels. Y equals to 2x to the power of negative 1. That's going to be the answer. Next, what has been asked? The region R is bounded by the graph x equals to 1, x equals to k is greater than 1, R is 3 upon 2, find the value of k. So I am going to find it out. The region area R equals to from 1 to k, 1 upon 2 x power negative 1 dx. So which is 1 upon 2 ln x from 1 to k. So 1 upon 2 ln k minus ln 1. Ln 1 is 0. So that is going to be equal to 1 upon 2 ln k. But what is the area he has given? 3 upon 2. So 3 equals to ln k. So what is k equals to? E cube. That's going to be the answer. Next, question number 59. Consider the functions f and g. F of x equals to e power 2x sin x and e power 2x cos x. Find f prime x and g prime x, and hence find the integral of this one. What is f prime x? F prime x equals to use the chain rule, e power 2x times sin x derivative is cos x plus 2 e power 2x sin x. Next time, g prime x, e power 2x minus sin x plus 2 e power 2x cos x. Next, what has been asked? Find the integral of e power 2x cos x. Or else what has been there? That's all. Then, hence or otherwise, find integral of e power 2x cos x. So I want to get it out e power 2x cos x. How can I get e power 2x cos x? E power 2x cos x. So I am going to multiply this one with 2. So 2f prime x equals to 2 e power 2x cos x plus 4 e power 2 sin x. Or instead of multiplying that one with 2, I'll multiply g of x with 2. So that I can get cancelled off e power 2x sin x. So it will become f of x, f prime x will become e power 2x cos x plus 2 e power 2x sin x. This will become 2g prime x equals to minus 2 e power 2x sin x plus 2 plus 4 e power 2x cos x. Then I am going to add them. They get cancels. So 5 e power 2x cos x equals to f prime x plus 2g prime x. So e power 2x cos x is going to be nothing but how much? 1 upon 5 f prime x plus 2g prime x. Now what is he asking? Integral of this one. So integral of this one will become, integral and derivative are opposite functions, and limits 0 to pi. 0 to pi. So 1 upon 5 integral of f prime x is nothing but what? F of x. And g prime x is nothing but what? G of x. From 0 to pi. If you don't want to do by this one, you can use otherwise and use integration by parts and get it. This is I'm doing it out by hence, a unique way of doing it out. Then plug in the upper limit and lower limit. 1 upon 5 f of pi plus 2g of pi then minus f of 0 plus 2g of 0. Simplify that. You are going to get it out. Directly I am writing the answer. Minus 2 upon 5 e power 2 pi plus 1. That's going to be the answer. Now finally, question number 60. A continuous random variable function probability distribution is given. F of x, show that f of x equals to this. So for this one, probability of x lies between 0 to 2 means you are going to find it out the integral from 0 to 2. Pi x upon 16 sine pi x upon 4. Then use first function and second function integration by parts. So first function is algebraic function and the second function is trigonometric function. So what does that becomes? Pi upon 16. First function, integral of second function is nothing but what? Negative cosine of pi x upon 4 divided by pi by 4 minus integral of derivative of first function is 1, then again negative cos of pi x upon 4 divided by pi by 4. Later I'll apply the limits. So pi upon 16. So what we can do it out is pi and pi gets cancels, and this is 1 upon 16 negative 4x cos of pi x upon 4 plus integral of 4 times of cos of pi x upon 4 dx. So what does it becomes? Again 4, 4 and 4 gets cancelled. So I am left over with 1 upon 4 minus x cos of pi x upon 4 plus cos integral is sine pi x upon 4 upon pi upon 4. Then apply the limits 0 to 2. When you apply the limits and simplify it out, I am directly writing the answer. You should be getting it out. 1 upon pi is going to be the answer. So that completes the paper. See you in the next video.